I'm Peggy Kelly with the Mighty Santa Paula Times, I might add, and this is Thursday, March 10th. And I'm here today with Jonathan Royas, who is the City Management Analyst and the Public Information Officer. And he's going to tell us a lot today on Good Morning Santa Paula about what's going on in Santa Paula. So there you go. What a wonderful coincidence, John.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good, good. Thank you so much. Good. And I like your Santa Paula shirt, just in case we, don't know you. We know who you are, so you don't need that. But we always like to see the city logo.
Good to see you again, Peggy. How you been?
I've been good. Couldn't be happier if I were sane. So. What a way. What can I say?
Yeah, things are good now, right?
Yeah, they are.
Yes.
Yes, and it's so wonderful to see people out and about and doing wonderful things. And we've got a wonderful thing coming up Saturday. As a matter of fact, there's another one too. There's the Optimus Eyeglass Clinic that I'll mention. But we've got the Arbor Day celebration Saturday. Tell the audience more about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Santa Paula Proud, our volunteer program for the community, where we usually host Santa Paula Beautiful events. This year, Parks and Recreation decided to do the Santa Paula Beautiful event in coordination with Arbor Day. So this Saturday at Los Tierras Park at 9 a.m. in the morning, we're going to have a little ceremony and a proclamation that they already went to City Council. They've already approved it, but we're going to share that with the residents. And then we're going to plant 65 trees that morning.
Oh my gosh. And you're going to be planting them all over the city, aren't you? I mean, in selected areas, but...
Yes, all throughout the communities. And the great news is we have 110 volunteers signed up to help us out that day.
Wow, that's great.
It won't be too hard to dig those holes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was the big promise. That was the word, the pre-dug holes. But that's just wonderful, I mean, and you get and just to think we're going to have 65 new trees by the end of the day. Yeah. By noon, we'll have 65 new trees planted.
Yeah, amazing, and it's part of the city's commitment to, our environment and making it more sustainable here and giving back to our environment. And I'm sure you're aware, there might have been some conversation recently about some of the trees that were coming down in the eucalyptus grove over there in the Barranca off of Cemetery Road. But, unfortunately, there sometimes are trees in our community that are either unsafe or pose a natural fire hazard. But this is our way to give back to the community by making sure, our areas are safe for our residents, but at the same time planting new trees for the future.
Absolutely. Oh, that's wonderful. And of course, they're planting a lot more trees than they took out. And I know that there's Renee Road, who is your tree scout, as it were, who's the president of American Bloom, was out there being the tree scout. So, and he wants more trees. So there you go. So I'm sure the city's going to be looking at painting more trees.
Yeah, I know. We're so thankful. This Saturday, you'll be able to see Gary and American in Bloom. We'll also have West Coast Arborists there. I know that there's going to be some type of raffle and prizes that are going to be not necessarily given away the day of, but I hear something about a really fancy guitar that's made out of wood that's going to be raffled off. It's something like $2,000 guitar.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's wonderful. And I know that I think like the Forest Service is involved too. Or it's a big deal. I mean, Santa Paula is taking it very seriously this year. Arbor Day, of course, is celebrated across the United States. And the fun thing about Arbor Day is, unlike like Thanksgiving or other things, it could be at any time because it's got to be the best time for planting where you're at.
Yeah.
So some people could maybe do Arbor Day in February, in March, but other places the ground is solid, it's frozen solid. So
that's a good point that you bring up. So yeah, it's different here in California with gorgeous weather.
Of course, it's one yeah.
Hey, come on out. We invite everybody to come check it out at 9 a.m. And future farmers in America, the high school kids from Santa Paula High School will be there to do a special poem and reading. And it'll be a great morning.
later that day, they have at the Christian church, they're having the Optimist Club. They have the Lions Club. My apologies, the Lions Club. Every year it has an eyeglass clinic, and anybody out there that knows someone who can't afford glasses or an eye exam, they give you the eye exam, they give you glasses, the whole thing. It's going to be from I don't have the flyer right in front of me, remember? But anyway, it's Saturday, and be sure to look in the Mighty Santa Paula Times and you'll see when it's going to be.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome.
That really is. And let's back up to Friday. Friday night we've got farmers market. So
right. Just keeps getting bigger and better. You know, we're excited that the time changes, right? We want to remind everybody the time changes this weekend. So that'll help our farmers market out. Essentially one of the things that we're also doing, if you didn't catch the little mini concert last Friday, we're going to have a series of different events happening at the market to bring people there and just to kind of give back to the community. So on March 25th, apologies, Dan got Health and Well-Being Day at the farmers market on the 25th.
what do we do for health and well-being?
Well, we have signed up 12 nonprofits that are local to Santa Paula. They're going to be there, set up with their booths, and really just provide additional information, see how they can assist and enrich the lives of the residents here in town. You know, there's all kinds of services that I think sometimes we forget are available, and we have nonprofits in town that are standing by ready to help you if you're in time of need, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's alcohol or issues with family or children, or financial assistance, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there's so many services out there, and it's just a matter of knowing what they want. And this is an opportunity for people to find out. It's not for themselves, for their family or neighbors or friends. Yeah, well, Santa Paula is always out there taking care of it.
Yeah, and I mean, I really got to give a hand to the Santa Paula Social Services Coalition. Been formed, on Great Farms and Chicken and team. Communities just really coming together, and there's so many groups that are now a part of that. A lot of them are the ones that are going to be showing up on the 25th.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. And as we go farther along, we're also going to have cruise nights back April 1st. Back to schools.
Can you believe I feel like it was just a few months ago we were, had our cruise nights, but we're back in action again. So.
Yeah, that's going to be wonderful. And I guess we're looking at expanding it somewhat.
Yeah, if that's one thing you've heard about me, Peggy, that we're always looking at ways to make things better in the concepts, right? How do we make them expand and make them greater? And so, graciously, the POA, former chief Ish, and that group, they're collaborating this year with the Chamber of Commerce in the city. And we're going to basically do a joint kind of venture where cruise night is now going to have the normal layout that it does on Main Street. But we're actually also going to close off Mill Street and have cars, classic cars, go all the way up Main Street and connect with the farmers market. And then you'll end up having a concert down on Main Street, while at the same time you'll also have a concert and band going on up at the farmers market, and then in between food trucks and all kinds of goodies.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and the cruise night is so popular. It really overwhelms all the downtown restaurants. So it's great that we're going to have some food trucks so everyone can get fed. Because I mean, it's one of the most popular events in the Tri-Counties, I would say, Santa Paula Cruise Night. And that's dusk till dark, or dusk till dusk till dark, or dark till dusk, or light till dusk.
Yeah, with the time change, who knows, right? But I think typically, cruise night gets started around 3 p.m.
Yeah, well, people start to park at 3 p.m. They peek in and get their best parking spots so they display their car. And then usually they close the street down at about 5.
Yeah.
And then at about 8 o'clock, they take their cars home. They don't like their cars to be out in the dark too long because they might get moist. Yeah, they got to get that car back in that garage. They drive away already grabbing a rag to get give it a rub when they get it home. So it is so fun.
Timing is just perfect, right? Cruise nights is typically right around that time, right? Until the sun goes down, and the farmers market's the exact same time.
Yeah.
Be about 7 o'clock. So
yeah, that's gonna be a lot.
It's a big win, for the community. And hopefully a lot of people come out and they just fall in love with Santa Paula like I did.
Absolutely, and that's where we get a lot of our residents, or people who come here and fall in love with it and decide to move. And we let them, especially now that we have houses. Now that we have more houses for them to buy. So every
we should have a table on Mill Street somewhere halfway in between with Lewis and the Harvest people there.
Or maybe even just a movie van. So they don't have to worry about it. They can just go home, pack up, and come back out and move in, And then go have breakfast at the airport.
It's so funny. I'm actually going to be jumping on a call with the Lewis company here probably next week, and we're going to be discussing those welcome kits that you and I have discussed.
Great. Yes.
But that's a great idea. I'm going to mention it to them that I don't see they should have a spot somewhere at cruise night to let people know about the homes that we're building. I mean, what a shame if you show up for cruise night and it's a farmer's market, you're having a blast, and then lo and behold, there's this whole brand new community being built over there that you didn't even know.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, that's a great idea. You should mention it to them.
I will.
Okay, and then now we'll switch to water. There's water down the line. What's going on with water?
Everybody needs water, right? I just wanted to let everybody know that some residents here in the next couple of weeks are going to be receiving letters from the city about the state water board arrearages water program that the city is participating in, and essentially let everyone know that if you were behind or past due in your water bill during the COVID time, the state has graciously been able to transfer monies to the city to help cover your expenses if you are late or overdue. Now, I wanted to make clear that is only during the period of COVID. So if you had a past due bill going into COVID, you would still be, responsible for those charges before, COVID started. And there's going to be a lot more details explained on our website and in the letter, but that'll be coming out in the next few weeks.
Okay, great. Any idea how much money that the state will be allotting to Santa Paula?
I remember correctly, somewhere between $600,000 and $700,000.
Oh, okay, that's good.
$1,000.
Yeah, that's good. Because none of us want to punish any of our neighbors that are having a hard time. You know what I mean? And the city needs money too, and they've been keeping everybody's utilities on, and all the utilities were very cooperative. I rarely ever heard in all my years here of the city cutting off water. I mean, period. So I just don't think they do that anyway. But
we have not been doing that. It's still to this day we have.
And COVID, I mean, the electric company, the gas company, all of them work together just to, help people get through everything going. So that's really good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
And then, and now the warranty. Now this is not like that car warranty, is it? I mean, this is something completely different.
Not the one where you get a text message, right? That says your car warranty is about to expire. You need to sign up.
Or the phone call at 8 o'clock every single morning, right on the nose, 8 a.m.
Yeah. The services for the horse that you don't have or something,
So let's make it perfectly clear what service we're talking about.
So every resident in town will, if they haven't already, receive a letter from a service line to Warranty of America corporation that is basically partnered with the city to, basically go out and provide insurance services for your water and sewer line. They go from the meter at the street level all the way to your home. So what a lot of residents don't realize is that up by your house where the water shutoff is that leads into your home, there's a line that goes from that point all the way to the street. Well, in between, typically what happens over the years is that the large trees or the ground movement with earthquakes, we've recently had a few of them, they can damage or destroy that line. And the city is not responsible for the line that goes from the water meter to your home. So you can end up having a large leak. leak out and be potentially very costly or damages, right? And so this insurance that's sold basically protects those lines, and for a small fraction of the price, it's only like $6.95 a month.
Right.
And they will this company will send a plumber. So if you were to have a problem, Peggy, at your home, and you notice a big leak and you find out that it's a water main, just call them. They're 24/7 hours a day, and they'll send a local plumber, not somebody from super far away. So the business is going locally, and they'll come out and they'll fix that, and it's all covered with no deductible.
That's wonderful. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Because we just one call from a plumber. I mean, we all know what that can do. Absolutely.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. I actually spoke to a resident earlier this week, and that's why I'm sharing this today. And she told me, she said, "What is this letter? Is it a scam? What is it?" And she said, "I just had to have a plumber out about 2 weeks ago. In my yard, there were issues with the water main. It wasn't related to, a tree or anything, but she had an issue, and I was just curious, like, how much did it cost you just to get it fixed?" And she said it was about $300, like $275, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, wow.
Oh, absolutely. And it's Santa Paula has a very large inventory of older homes.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically, and that means that those pipes going to the house are older pipes too. They went through and changed meters and did all sorts of things. So that's definitely something that's worthwhile to have.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
You see it. It is not a scam. It's actually a legitimate service. So.
And the city doesn't make anything off of this whatsoever. They just
Well, to be, I always want to be transparent with everybody. So there is a small percentage, but a very, very small percentage. So just to give you an example, last year we had, I think it was maybe about 50 residents in town sign up. The amount of money that the city received as part of that kind of royalty agreement with them was, I think it was like $200, like for 50 people.
Sure.
Not really anything tangible.
Like franchise fee.
Yeah, exactly. And once that kind of builds up, we go back to council. And typically, what's done with those kind of funds is council set up some kind of scholarship or program to reutilize those funds in a positive manner for the residents.
Sure, absolutely. Well, it was such a minuscule amount that actually I wasn't even aware there was anything involved. So it is a minuscule amount. So, Well, is there anything else, Jonathan, that you would like to discuss, or any deeper secret you just can't wait to tell us?
There's plenty of things going on, but I love our chats and love messages. So if we more things come down the line, we'll let you know. So little bird told me that on Monday we'll be announcing kind of the test phase of an online police reporting system. We get so many non-emergency calls that aren't emergencies, but they're just like basic reports, right? Somebody damaged something or property damage or this or that, right? We have now an online form that we'll be launching on Monday.
Oh, that's right.
And it'll be kind of in the test phase, just to make sure we work out all the bugs and things. But as soon as we go, full program, which will probably be towards the end of the month, Peggy will give you all the full details.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm sure people are going to understand too that this does not take the place of calling the police. This gives the police more time to concentrate on the things that are most troublesome.
Mm-hmm.
And this way you get your reports in and things like that. And it's a lot easier for the person making the report too.
Yeah.
They can just go online and do it right there. And if they need something for insurance purposes or anything like that, here's my report.
Yeah. And you can do it not only from your computer, but from your cell phone, because it's just done through our website.
Oh, well, that's great. Well, I can't wait to hear more about that.
We'll let you know.
Okay, well, there you go. Okay, well, listen, always a pleasure seeing you, John.
Yeah, you as well.
And say hi to your wife and your babies.
Well, thank you.
Okay, and everybody out there, don't forget, next Thursday is St. Patrick's Day. That's very important to remember. Nathan Begora, and we'll be back next Thursday. But I want everybody to have a wonderful weekend. We were here today with Jonathan Royas, who is the City of Santa Paula Management Analyst and the Public Information Officer. If you'd like to watch this, it'll be on Channel 10, government Channel 10. And also you can go to kadytv.com and kdytv.com. KADYTV, what's wrong with me today? kadytv.com. And also, if you watch us on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. It just helps us bring more broadcasting to you. And once again, I'm Peggy Kelly. At least I got that right today. And everybody have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Bye, Jonathan. Have a great weekend.